Ever wondered how the age-old rivalry between India and Pakistan began? The seeds of this enduring conflict were sown in the year 1947, when the British decided to carve up their Indian empire into two independent nations, India and Pakistan. This period, known as the partition, was marked by a tumultuous upheaval. As borders were hastily drawn by the British, millions of people found themselves on the wrong side of the divide. This triggered one of the largest mass migrations in human history, with Hindus and Sikhs moving towards India and Muslims towards Pakistan. As communities uprooted, it led to a spiral of violence, deepening the communal tensions between Hindus and Muslims. The scars of this painful division remain etched in the collective memory of both nations. This historical event marks the genesis of the India-Pakistan rivalry, a conflict that continues to this day. The heart of the India-Pakistan conflict lies in a picturesque region known as Kashmir. This enchanting land, with its snow-capped mountains and tranquil lakes, is more than just a beautiful landscape. It's the epicenter of a territorial dispute that has lasted for more than 7 decades. Both India and Pakistan lay claim to the entire territory of Jammu and Kashmir, yet control only parts of it. This disagreement is not one that can be swept under the rug, as it has ignited multiple wars over the years. The Indo-Pakistani Wars of 1947, 1965, and 1971, as well as the Kargil War in 1999, all bear the mark of this unresolved dispute. Even today, the echoes of past conflicts reverberate through the region, keeping it on a constant knife edge. Kashmir remains a flashpoint of tension, a disputed land caught between two nuclear powers. The rivalry has not been confined to words and claims. It has escalated into wars and acts of violence. The first instance of direct military confrontation happened immediately after their birth as two separate nations in 1947. This conflict, known as the First Kashmir War, lasted over a year and set the stage for many more to come. The wars in 1965 and 1971 further intensified this rivalry, with the latter leading to the creation of Bangladesh from what was then East Pakistan. The most recent military confrontation, the Kargil War, took place in 1999. This war, fought in the Kargil district of Kashmir, saw the Indian and Pakistani armies face each other in what was one of the most intense battles in recent history. Apart from these wars, cross-border violence and accusations of state-sponsored terrorism have added fuel to the fire, leading to cycles of retaliatory attacks and escalating tensions. These conflicts have left deep scars, fueling the animosity between the two nations. The stakes in this rivalry escalated in the late 20th century when both nations acquired nuclear capabilities. This development injected a new level of peril into a feud already marred by bloodshed and strife. With the power to unleash destruction of an unimaginable scale, the region became one of the world's most dangerous nuclear flashpoints. India conducted its first nuclear test in 1974, with Pakistan following suit in 1998. Since then, the balance of terror has been a constant factor influencing the dynamics of their relationship. This nuclear armament has cast a long shadow over South Asia, intensifying global concerns about the potential for a nuclear confrontation. The presence of these weapons of mass destruction has not only complicated the rivalry, but also amplified the potential consequences of their disputes. Any escalation, miscommunication, or miscalculation could lead to a catastrophe of global proportions. The threat of nuclear conflict adds a chilling dimension to the India-Pakistan rivalry. The rivalry between India and Pakistan isn't just about land and nuclear power. It extends into the cultural sphere and the world of sports, most notably cricket. When India and Pakistan face off on the cricket pitch, it's more than just a game. It becomes a matter of national pride, watched by millions, and the stakes are sky high. But our gaze shouldn't be confined to these arenas alone. There are other border disputes simmering between the two nations, like the Siachen Glacier and the Sur Creek in the Rann of Kutch. These disputes, although less known, add fuel to the already burning fire of rivalry. Then there's the diplomatic chessboard, where nations and international bodies are constantly striving to mediate, to bring about peace. These efforts, though often overshadowed by the conflicts, are an essential part of the narrative. While the rivalry continues, so does the quest for peace. The world watches in hope for a resolution to one of history's most complex conflicts.